Alrighty guys, the Xcon here, and welcome back to the Xcon Star Wars show. It's been a little bit, so yeah, but we're starting off the new year with some new stuff, lots of news to get to today. TV news, comic news, book news, video game news. Most of it's good, one of it's not, but yeah, I'm excited to talk about some of this stuff, and the one thing I'm not excited to talk about, but yeah, anyways, this is episode 44 if I did not mention that. So yeah, but let's jump into new releases real quick. And those are Star Wars issue 60, The Escape Part 5, which that comes out January 23rd, 2019, which is Wednesday. And then Star Wars Resistance Season 1, Episode 14, The Doza Dilemma, which comes out January 27th, 2019, which is a Sunday. That's that. Let's jump into the news, which let's start out with Star Wars Resistance. They released a mid-season trailer. It was a pretty good trailer. I enjoyed it. Showed a lot of stuff. The 2 episodes they've released for the second half so far really haven't got into it too much, but there's still like 8 episodes, 9 episodes. There's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, yeah, not 9 episodes left, so there's still plenty of time to get into the stuff, which it just showed a lot more of First Order presence and some more character progression for Kaz and whatnot, and it also showed Hux's speech during The Force Awakens, right before blowing up the Hosnian Prime system is what it's called, right? I can't remember. It's Star Killer Base. So, confirming that at least the first season will go into, the time during The Force Awakens. I wouldn't be surprised if episode 20, if that scene is from episode 22, and that ends the season off. Honestly, I guess a bit of a cliffhanger, even though I kind of know the outcome already of that stuff, but not the outcome with certain characters. So yeah, I'm not going to get into this too much because episodes have already come out and whatnot. It's already been out for a little bit now. But also with Star Wars Resistance, they announced that it will be coming back for a second season, which is set to premiere in fall 2019, right as of right now. But I can guarantee that will stay the same. So yeah, I've been enjoying Resistance. It definitely is a bit slow right now. So from what this trailer seems like, I'll be catching up a bit more in these final next several episodes. So there's that. Resistance. Been some pretty good episodes, and then some episodes were, whatever. Like the last 2 were whatever episodes. And, wish they were a bit more there. Definitely showed some nice character progression for Kaz, but and I'd say the first episode back was probably worse, but the second episode was definitely advanced some of the plot. It's still a bit slow, but that's whatever. To be honest, they probably could have just done a 15 episode season or however long the 16 episode, however long the first season and fourth season of Star Wars Rebels were. So, they cut down on some of that filler stuff. So, yeah, I'm excited for a second season. Anyways, let's jump into some comic stuff. This stuff is pretty old, so I'm just going to kind of go through this. But the comics for March 2019 were revealed like a month ago now, but they consist of Star Wars issues 62 and 63, which come out March 6, 2019, and March 20th, 2019. And the new series, mini-series, Vader Dark Visions, issue 1 and issue 2, which come out March 6, 2019, and March 27th, 2019. And there's Dr. Aphra, issue 30, which comes out March 27th, 2019. Solo Comic Adaptation, issue 6, which comes out March 20th, 2019. Then Han Solo Imperial Cadet, issue 5, which is the final issue, which comes out March 13th, 2019. Then Age of Republic Padme Amidala, which comes out March 6th, 2019. And then Age of Republic General Grievous, which comes out March 13th, 2019. And I believe the Padme issue comes out just like the day after the Padme novel, so lots of Padme stuff that week. But talking about Age of Republic, we got news about Age of Rebellion, which is the next one in the Age of Star Wars series. So yeah, which the series will be written by Greg Pak, and got some details on some of the issues and release dates and kind of release windows. So what month? I guess release month is what it is for all of the upcoming issues, at least of what were confirmed beforehand. So yeah, and most of the stuff I'm going to be talking about here and quoting is from StarWars.com, which, if I remember, I'll put a link down below to the article. But first off, it said Star Wars Age of Rebellion, Princess Leia, art by Chris Sprouse, arrives April 3rd. Set following the events of Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, the story tells of how Leia prepares for the rescue of Han Solo by taking on the identity of bounty hunter Bosch, and must earn the trust of Bosk. So yeah, I guess this will kind of adapt the Forces of Destiny episode and add on to it. So yeah, I don't know what kind of adaptation it will be, even if it will show that stuff at all. Maybe it'll just be kind of around that, not directly show what happens in the Forces of Destiny episode. So yeah, but and then there's one for Tarkin. The chat said Star Wars Age of Rebellion, Grand Moff Tarkin, illustrated by Mark Lamming, hits shelves on April 10th and explores how the Imperial Mastermind ensures that the Death Star lives up to its name. And then next issue, which is Star Wars Age of Rebellion Special, it's an Age of Rebellion Special, lands April 10th, featuring 3 stories starring characters both iconic and lesser known. Writer Cy Spear and artist Casper Wingard, I forgot the name, tell tale of droid bounty hunter IG-88. A Yoda story set during the Jedi Master's exile on Dagobah comes courtesy of writer Mark Guggenheim and artist Andrea Brocardo. I'm butchering all these fucking names now. Exactly what I do. And writer slash artist John Adam focuses on Rebel pilots Big Darklighter and Jack Porkins. So yeah, I'm most excited for the story there. And the special, it'll probably achieve a lowest score you probably get is 8 out of 10 for me for a Yoda story. Unless, for some reason you add a weird story to a Star Wars comic, what is based around the original trilogy characters before Luke even meets Yoda, and you just make a story about Yoda for some weird reason. It kind of sucks. Totally not talking about a Yoda story from the Star Wars main comic. Definitely not. It's definitely not trash. One of the worst Yoda stories in Star Wars canon. Can't really say for Legends because I definitely haven't read, every single Yoda story from Star Wars Legends. So yeah. And then finally there's some news about the release months for the rest of the issues, which it said on StarWars.com. Age of Rebellion will continue with even more major issues. Han Solo #1. I guess Han Solo, Boba Fett, Lando Calrissian, and Jabba the Hutt arrive in May. And Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader come to our galaxy in June. So yeah, I just realized there's a Chewie story. That's weird. So yeah, the IG-88 story, I really don't know there. Yoda story, probably be something about the Force. The Biggs and Porkins story, I really don't know. The Han story, I really don't know. The Boba Fett story, I really don't know. Lando story, I really don't know. Jabba the Hutt story, I fucking don't know. Oh, that's kind of a weird character having its own issue, but it's whatever. Then the Vader story, I really can't think of anything there. But the Luke story, I thought of this. Thinking about stuff. Maybe they can do one. Maybe the story will be about how he creates his green lightsaber, how he finds the Kyber crystal, and then crafts the saber. That's just a story I thought of. I wouldn't be surprised if they wait till either the current ongoing Star Wars comic gets to that point or a new Star Wars ongoing comic gets to that point. But I really thought about that when I was rewatching the movies. I hope we get that story. At least at some point, I guarantee we'll get it. And I feel like this is a good time to do it because it's definitely a kind of one shot comic kind of story. But anyways, moving on to the next story. There's lots of them this episode. That's what happens when you do one for a month, even though lots of news came out in the last week. But anyways, there's some more news about Alphabet Squadron, the upcoming novel, and it will have a crossover comic. But yeah, so in the upcoming novel, Alphabet Squadron, which will be written by Alexander Freed, will have a crossover comic series, a mini series, I believe. So yeah, which it's said on StarWars.com about the upcoming comic that starting in April, you'll meet these brave pilots in Star Wars TIE Fighter, a new Marvel miniseries set in the time of Alexander Freed's forthcoming novel Alphabet Squadron, which we are happy to announce will be a trilogy. The exciting new crossover series from Del Rey and Marvel Comics set after Return of the Jedi will follow the brutal fallout during the fall of the Empire from both sides of the battle. And then there's cover art for the novel and the first issue of the miniseries. But it went on to say the comic series was written by Jody Houser, who penned both Marvel's Star Wars Thrawn series and the Rogue One: A Star Wars Story comic adaptation, which she also is currently writing the Age of Republic comics. But anyways, it went on saying, with art by Roge Antonio, I guess that's how you pronounce it, and other acclaimed artists, including cover art created by the team behind the recent Darth Vader comic series. I'm gonna fucking butcher these names. Giuseppe Caminocool and Elie Bonti. I butchered both of those probably. So yeah, it's mainly news about the TIE Fighter comic, but we did get some more news about the Alphabet Squadron novel. The only place I saw this was in Del Rey Star Wars Twitter account, which mentioned that the character on the cover of Alphabet Squadron is named Erica Quell, and she's an Imperial defector, and she'll be the one flying an X-Wing in Alphabet Squadron, which is a group of 5 pilots. She's the one flying an X-Wing. Won't be, flying, I believe it's Y-Wing. Let me look up the fucking, see which every single one it is. A-Wing, B-Wing, Y-Wing, X-Wing, U-Wing, all of them. Yeah. So, there'll be one pilot flying each and every one of them. So yeah, and, it'll be a trilogy, but some more plot details. Alphabet Squadron is on a mission to track down a mysterious, lethal force of TIE fighters, which I can guarantee their point of view will be told in Star Wars TIE Fighter, and that they were sent on this mission by New Republic General Hera Syndulla, who you might be familiar with if you watch Star Wars Rebels. So I'm pretty excited for all that there. Made me more interested in Alphabet Squadron now that will be a trilogy of novels instead of just a one-off like the most of the current canon novels other than Aftermath. And I guess Thrawn's more of a kind of a series and not a trilogy, because not like interconnected in that way, where it's 3 books telling one big story. So yeah, and I also kind of find it interesting with this because Alphabet Squadron being written by Alexander Freed, who did the novelization of Rogue One, and the TIE Fighter series being written by Jody Houser, who did the Rogue One comic adaptation. Been interesting there, but yeah, anyways, that's it for the good news. Let's get into the bad news. EA canceled another Star Wars video game. This time, the open world game was being developed by EA Vancouver, who is working on a reworked version of the canceled Visceral Star Wars game, but I guess I don't know if this was the version or not, but it's canceled now, and now they're starting over and doing a completely different Star Wars game, EA Vancouver, and it'll be a smaller scale one, which is set to release in late 2020 or early 2021. So yeah, I definitely have the feeling that EA's contract, the Star Wars, isn't going to be renewed, which I believe it ends in 2023, because they've had the rights since May of 2013, and they've only released 2 games, which both of them were not well received, so yeah. The first Battlefront, I really don't care for too much. The second one, I enjoyed it, but like the progression system was really bad at the start, so I know that it killed the game. Uh, so it really made it pretty much almost dead on arrival, and it was ruining. The story was so for Battlefront 2. It's funny, since EA's gotten the rights to Star Wars, the best Star Wars game released isn't even from them. It's from Trouser Tales, and that's Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. That's legitimately the best Star Wars game since EA's got the exclusive rights, other than Lego ones. So, if that doesn't say much, then I don't know what does. But, I do have high hopes for the Jedi Fallen Order game from Respawn Entertainment, who made a pretty damn good story in Titanfall 2, which, if you haven't played Titanfall 2 and you're interested in a game like that, go pick it up. You can get it like under $10 easily. It has a really good story to it. I've seen the multiplayer probably really doesn't have many people in it anymore, but I'm you know excited for Jedi Fallen Order. The thing with the 2 previous Battlefront games is that I never really liked the Battlefield games. And I play them, but I just wasn't ever good at them, and I just really didn't enjoy them. But, yeah. Anyways, out of all the, reports of the cancellation of the EA Vancouver game, I guess it was revealed that EA Motive is also making a smaller scale Star Wars game, which they helped to the Battlefront 2 campaign. So yeah, I don't know, with video game stuff right now. It's I believe video games are the number one form of entertainment right now, at least in sales and whatnot. It's pretty popular, and you know right now Star Wars not doing too well. Uh, EA is not holding on to the rights very too much longer. And I wouldn't be surprised if they, just kind of let anyone make a Star Wars game, just sign the rights off for one game at a time, and not give a company the exclusive rights. So that's what I hope they do. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna be it for this week's episode. I was originally gonna do a review for the Age of Republic Qui-Gon issue, but there's not enough time to do that, and I don't really want to, go too much longer with this episode here. But yeah, next week I would probably say we'll get information on some more of the April comics, even though we already know probably about half of them. Maybe we'll get a nice surprise, maybe with a new ongoing or something. But then again, I can guarantee if there's like a new ongoing comic, they probably announce it beforehand. So I'd probably just say we won't get much news there till April. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna be it for this week's episode. I've been the Xcon, and I'll see you guys in the next one.